My name is Lisa, and I live with my husband Grady and my in-laws, making us a family of 4. Recently, I found out I'm pregnant, so in a few months, we'll become a family of 5. Despite being enveloped in this happiness, there was a concern that I had. And that concern was,
Lisa dear, it has to be a boy, or it doesn't count, you know?
We're counting on a strong boy, boom, just like that.
we can't know that yet, can we? In fact, my husband Grady is the 3rd-generation owner of a sushi restaurant. For that reason, Grady and my mother-in-law were keen on having a successor. It was annoying how they would pester me about it even though we didn't yet know the gender of the child. However, in front of my father-in-law,
Lisa, thank you for preparing meals even though you must be struggling with morning sickness.
Really, that's true. We keep saying you shouldn't overdo it.
Lisa, thank you for everything.
oh, no. It's me who should be thanking you for your consideration. In front of my father-in-law, Grady and my mother-in-law always put on a good face. I had considered talking to my father-in-law about them a few times. But since he was always so considerate, I didn't want to worry him and decided against it. Then, one day, when I was visiting my friend Mia's house, her brother Noah was also there. Actually, at my in-laws, Grady and my mother-in-law keep saying,
What? That's so stressful.
Shouldn't it be happy news whether it's a boy or a girl, as long as they're healthy?
that's what I think, but they keep talking about needing a successor every day. I wonder if there's a good way to deal with this.
I just had an amazing idea.
Dude, don't start yelling all of a sudden. You're gonna scare Lisa and the baby.
Sorry, but I think it's a really good idea. How about doing a Sadogary birth?
Sadagary birth?
Noah, you genius. You know, going back to your own parents' home to give birth, and staying there for a while after. A friend of mine did that, and said it was really reassuring.
Going back home to give birth. I hadn't thought of that at all. Maybe I would feel safer at home.
Lisa is the one giving birth, so her husband and in-laws should accommodate her needs, right?
No objections here. If you need anything, we're here to help. So maybe think positively about it.
Thanks to Mia and Noah, I felt a bit relieved after sharing my worries with them. Some time passed, and it was revealed that the baby in my belly was a girl. This made Grady and my mother-in-law even more troublesome. Living under such stress was the worst, so I decided to go back to my hometown for the birth. That day, when I returned home, since it might cause some inconvenience until I give birth, I was thinking of doing a Sadagary birth to avoid that.
A Sadogary birth, huh? If it makes you feel more at ease, I'm for it.
But in the old days, women would give birth at their husband's home after marriage. Well, pregnant women these days have such freedoms, which is nice.
Considering the restaurant, I thought this would be best.
Going back home, huh? Wouldn't that be a bit awkward too?
What? Are you two against the Sadogary birth?
Just like Dad, Mom, and I are all for it too. Right, Mom?
Yes, of course so ho ho ho.
Thanks to my father-in-law, Grady and my mother-in-law agreed, albeit with some snide remarks. However, I was a bit worried about the scheming look they shared. A few days later, after saying goodbye to my in-laws and Grady, I went back to my hometown and eventually gave birth safely. I was filled with happiness when I heard the strong first cry of my baby. However, despite informing them when the labor started, Grady didn't come to be present for the birth. When I returned to my parents' home after being discharged.
The thing we sent should have arrived there by now.
Did you check it out?
Oh, this envelope?
Finally saw it, huh? Took you long enough.
I just got discharged, so give me a break, will you?
Just hurry up and look inside.
Okay. Is this a divorce paper? Grady's name is already on it, but what does this mean?
Now that we have a successor, it's time to divorce. I'll give you 300 yen as alimony.
Huh? Successor? What are you talking about?
It means you're no longer needed.
I really don't understand what you mean.
It means there's another child, obviously.
Another child means. Don't tell me, Grady.
We needed a male heir. That's why we kept saying we needed a boy.
But I can't do anything about that.
Let me be clear. I have a son with someone else. That's why I said you're no longer needed.
After saying that, Grady unilaterally ended the call. The news of a child with his affair partner. Upon hearing those words, I decided to consult with some people and devise a plan. A few weeks after this call, I left my baby at my parents' home and headed alone to my in-laws' house.
I was getting tired of waiting.
You're not pregnant anymore, so stop dawdling and walk faster.
Finally showed up, huh?
I'm here because I've finally prepared everything.
I don't know what you're thinking, but it's pointless.
Is this some futile effort, I wonder?
Grady, Mother, stop messing around.
Dad,
Why are you so angry?
I've heard everything from Lisa about what you two have been doing.
what do you mean what we've been doing? We've been kind to Lisa, haven't we?
That's right. We've always been considerate towards her.
Who do you think you're fooling? You've just been agreeing with me.
What are you talking about? You're such a troubled person. You see, that's a lie from Lisa.
Lisa always makes up silly lies.
Lisa hasn't lied about anything.
Ah. And who might you be?
What is this? State your name.
I apologize for the late introduction. My name is No.
You know my friend Mia, right? He's her younger brother and a lawyer.
A lawyer.
We have all the evidence of Grady's affair.
Grady and the mother-in-law were taken aback by Noah's sudden appearance. Everything that Grady and my mother-in-law have said to me, I've recorded it all.
Recorded.
Such a cunning move.
I just thought it was important to have evidence.
Having evidence means there's a problem with what you two have been doing.
That's why I'm saying Lisa is lying.
Even if there were recordings, they must be fake.
Hey, boss. What's up? Brought a witness here.
Hey, let go of me, will you?
Isn't that Paige?
Why did you bring Paige here?
Told you, she's a witness.
I'm pregnant with Grady's child, so you better divorce him fast.
Whoa. Ignore that. It's nothing.
Oh dear, Paige. You are quite the character, oh ho ho ho.
What the heck? Grady and Mother?
Let's just keep quiet for a moment, Paige, okay?
What? Why are you trying to hide our relationship?
Just be quiet, dear.
Just so you know, the story about this woman being pregnant is a lie.
A lie?
Yay. She didn't even know what a maternal and child health handbook was.
Her? She doesn't know what a maternal and child health handbook is?
There's no way such a stupid story is true. Even I know what a maternal and child health handbook is.
Hey, stop making weird accusations.
Then why didn't you know about the maternal and child health handbook?
I do know. I just haven't received it yet.
How many weeks pregnant are you?
About 20 weeks, I guess.
Then how many months pregnant are you?
Almost 4 months. I think.
20 weeks is the beginning of the 6th month of pregnancy.
You should have received the maternal and child health handbook by now.
Maybe I did receive it.
You said you didn't know about the maternal and child health handbook. Forgot your own words already.
Mia brought Paige, claiming she was a witness to Grady's infidelity. Paige claimed to be pregnant but didn't know about the maternal and child health handbook or how to count pregnancy weeks. Seeing her condition, Grady and the mother-in-law reacted.
Hey, Paige, are you lying about something?
Not at all. If it's Grady's baby, I'm totally pregnant.
Then how about we confirm it right now with a pregnancy test?
That would settle this quickly.
I could buy one in these seconds, you know?
Paige, can you do the test? Can you not?
Fine. The pregnancy is a lie. Are you happy now?
A lie. You said you were pregnant with a boy. So, you're saying that was all a lie?
Yes, that's right.
You promised you'd bear a successor?
That was obviously a lie. Working is too tiring. I thought marrying someone and living off their salary would be easier. Then I met you, the 3rd-generation sushi restaurant owner, at just the right time.
You know, that's just the lowest.
Why? Lying to get married is no big deal.
Lying about being pregnant is what's despicable. Marriage isn't a tool for your convenience.
Don't mess around.
This is no joke. I thought we'd finally be free from the successor issue.
Successor issue. Such nonsense has never been a concern, you fools.
Then what about the 4th generation?
Since I'm the 3rd generation, the 4th should also be a male, right?
If the grandchild is a girl and she's healthy, that's all that matters. Having a female sushi restaurant owner for the 4th generation would be cool, wouldn't it?
But if we're talking about making sushi then,
The child that was born was a boy. A very healthy boy. In fact, the child I gave birth to was a boy. Behind the scenes, Grady and my mother-in-law had repeatedly told me to inform them immediately once I knew the gender. However, wanting to keep it a surprise until birth, I had evasively responded to their queries. Upon learning for the first time here that a boy was born, Grady and my mother-in-law reacted.
Well done, Lisa. So, it was a boy. Then there's no need for a divorce.
Oh, Lisa, keeping the most important thing a secret. Let's just continue living happily together as before.
Wait a minute. You said you were going to marry me. I've already quit my job, you know.
Then go find another 1-inch.
We already have a daughter-in-law, so you're not needed.
The divorce papers have already been submitted to the office.
You already submitted them.
You were the ones who sent it, right?
Nicely signed and everything.
Why would you submit it so quickly?
You said I was no longer needed, so I submitted it.
This is the result of your ridiculous desires.
I just wanted a successor.
Blaming Lisa is utterly misguided.
Without a successor, the sushi restaurant would go under.
We don't need such a thing.
Why not?
It's better to end on a good note, sell the shop, and enjoy a carefree retirement.
Your father in heaven will scold you.
My father said it was okay to end the sushi restaurant with my generation. He said that by the time Grady would take over, the times would have changed significantly.
But I took over.
Because you failed at job hunting.
You know that too.
A regular at the shop told us voluntarily.
It must be that tobacco shop and greengrocer is old man. Always meddling in our affairs.
Mia and Noah's investigation was flawless. With a little help from some regulars, various truths came to light. Realizing they were overwhelmingly at a disadvantage, Grady and his mother reacted.
Lisa, if you have something to say, you should say it directly. Hiring a lawyer and all. You're going to pay him from Grady's account, aren't you?
My fee is a homemade sweets omakase course from Lisa.
Sweets?
Turns out that's a thing.
Don't mess around. In this situation, we're victims in a sense, right?
You're not going to start with the we were lied to about pregnancy thing, are you?
Exactly. Me and Mom have only been trying our best.
And this is the result of your best.
Getting angry like this is unbecoming of a man, you know?
You should be embarrassed as someone older.
Oh, I didn't intend to fly off the handle. Just because it looked that way, does it mean you should jump to conclusions?
Since you said if I have something to say, I should say it directly, I will.
Oh, what might that be?
Have you noticed that regulars only come on the days father-in-law makes sushi?
Is that so?
And new customers never return, do they?
I don't remember every customer's face.
Then why do you think customers don't come?
Because conveyor belt sushi is cheaper and more convenient?
That's not it.
They don't come on weekdays because they're busy with work.
They don't come because it's not good.
What? My sushi is the best in the world.
Like that ramen place famous for its thick broth, right? I know.
You're making fun of me.
Did it seem like I was praising you?
Have you read the reviews on Eatlog for this place? The sushi made by the younger male is exquisitely bad is what it said.
It also said the sushi by the second-generation owner is the best in the world.
That can't be. Grady is the best sushi chef in the world.
So you were the root of all evil.
Even after hearing the reasons why customers were not increasing, Grady and his mother refused to accept the truth. Then,
Enough! Talking to you two is a waste of time. I apologize to everyone involved.
What's with the sudden anger?
I'm divorcing you. I'm disowning Grady. He will not inherit the shop.
If you do that, the shop will go under.
He plans to close it with his generation.
That just shows how little faith he has in you.
Why? I've been useful to the shop.
no, you haven't. You've been dragging father-in-law down. Not noticing customers frowning so deeply is just appalling.
Even Lisa would say that.
Don't call me so familiarly. We're divorced, remember?
I'll send over the official documents for alimony and child support. Make sure to contact us once you receive them, okay?
If only you had taken your training more seriously. Too late now, though.
No, please make sure you get a good amount for alimony and child support for my precious former daughter-in-law and grandchild.
father-in-law.
Leave it to me. For the sake of your father, I'll make sure of it.
Well, that's that.
That's that.
Noah is really good at what he does. You won't be able to escape.
Then let's do this. Lisa, remarry Grady. That's the quickest solution, right? Right?
I refuse.
Hey, aren't you forgetting about me?
This is not the time for that. Lisa, please remarry me.
Grady and his mother pleaded for reconciliation, but, naturally, I refused. In such a situation, the two reacted.
I apologize for the affair and for saying you were no longer needed. I'm begging here. Forgive me, Lisa.
Shameless.
Father, please don't talk about divorce. We'll take good care of Lisa from now on.
Crying about it now is too late.
Consider it just one of those affairs that happen when a wife is pregnant. Please forgive me.
You're supposed to reflect on what you did.
Eat!
Well, that's the situation. Make sure you work hard to pay the alimony and everything else.
Wait, please. I beg you, forgive us.
I'll be leaving now. We'll never see each other again. Thus, through Noah, I demanded alimony from Grady and Paige. Of course, I also firmly requested child support from Grady. And as for my mother-in-law, she was divorced and disowned by my father-in-law. She lost not only her place to live but also her job working as the proprietress at the sushi restaurant. Paige, having quit her job in anticipation of marriage, was already unemployed before this turn of events. According to Noah, the three of them are now living together, scraping by as they work multiple jobs to pay off the alimony and other dues. Thus, they ended up living solely to pay off their substantial debts. As for me,
This little one is adorable. Sho, it's Grandpa here, you know.
father-in-law, is it okay if Sho and I come to visit you from now on?
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's enjoy some delicious sushi and have a good time.
I agree with that.
Of course, you're always welcome. But are you sure?
Absolutely. Sho will definitely be happy.
Look, he's already enjoying himself.
Even after the divorce, I maintained a good relationship with my father-in-law. I named my newborn son Sho. Sho laughs a lot, drinks plenty of milk, and sleeps well, making him a bundle of energy. Maybe, someday, if Sho wants to inherit his grandfather's shop, that wouldn't be a bad future either. I want to let him do whatever he wishes. My mind was already filled with thoughts of Sho. Becoming a single mother shortly after giving birth was challenging, but I'm willing to do anything for Sho. I plan to do my utmost to ensure we live a happy life together as mother and son. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.